Hi, this is Kruby Cal, and found out some new information. Put some more two and twos together with regards to what is going on. Military brass is learning about finances, and there's Operation Unified Quest. Now, very strange name for what they're wargaming. It's preparing for a scenario where there's an economic collapse, and as people so commonly like to say, when the shit hits the fan here in America, and dealing with civil unrest and how to handle it. Um, the U.S. military, you know, military numbers, if the dollar is rendered useless due to a military, due to an economic collapse, like or hyperinflation or something like that, the in order for the military and a national defense to remain operational, these soldiers have to be paid. They have to have food, rations, water, ammunition, the whole works. Oil for transportation purposes, that sort of thing. I was just watching this movie, Flags of Our Fathers, and this was like having to deal with the Battle of Iwo Jima, a little piece of rock there in the Pacific that was very hard for America to take from the Japanese. But this was towards the end of World War II, and one of the in the movie, one of the politicians said the Arabs are taking nothing but bullion, or accepting nothing but bullion. Now the Arabs are very, very important because that was our oil, and you can't fight a war if you don't have any oil, and we couldn't fight the war if we didn't have bullion, meaning gold, to give to um, the Arab countries uh, for the oil, in exchange for the oil. This is one. Germany went they lost to finance the war. One of the reasons why they lost is because they didn't have enough gold to continue on with their war effort. You know, they paid for oil and things with gold. When the shit hits the fan, people want precious metals, and like Arab countries would accept nothing else other than bullion, like in the movie Flags of Our Fathers. Now, um, this was so remarkable that, with regards to Germany, that Alan Greenspan, former chairman of the Fed, mentioned it to Gordon Brown in England. The Hitler scenario, like Germany ran out of gold and lost the war because they couldn't finance anything because they ran out of gold. Um, Gordon Brown did a didn't follow the advice, I don't think, the warning of Greenspan, because he sold off England's half of England's gold supply. This was in 1997. That was a very dumb, bad move. To me, that would be treasonous towards the British people. And then he became, unfortunately, Labour Party leader, prime minister. Um, but that's off. I'm getting off base here. Operation Unified Quest by our government, by our military, not our government, but our military. Um, our colonels and generals are starting to learn about these sorts of things, finances, getting it reinforced into their head. And the number one city buying silver in the world today is Reston, Virginia, which is like military. In Virginia, you have a whole lot of military top brass people. You got the CIA, Pentagon, all that in that area, and they are the number one city in the world that is buying silver. Washington D.C. is number 4, and that is for preparedness in case the dollar is going to be useless and all, and there's an economic collapse. They can still finance. Very, very important that the military is able to finance because of outside threats. Um, itself, and paper currencies aren't going to cut it. They need to have the precious metals. And history, this modern history, World War II, it's a shining example that they need that. Okay, take it easy, everyone.